Hello, everyone. My name is Tremaine Hayo. Today we have extra special guest, Dr. Fashion. She is someone that you can learn a lot from, and today we are going to learn a lot from her. Today, she has over 150,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Many more on Facebook. She's anywhere and everywhere you can find her. Go to at Dr. Fashion. She will teach you how to make money online. Dr. Fashion, aka Brittany.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome for having me. So you are here in Halo Studios. What are your first thoughts, first reactions?
Exciting because I always like to be in a space where there's people creating, and it kind of like motivates me to keep creating, and create more.
Right. Yeah, she came in on a really good day because like today we're
Full
filming.
house.
Yeah, it's literally beyond a full house. We got Rideshare Lisa in the building. What's up, Rideshare Lisa? How are you? Good to see you. Today we have we're gonna learn how to, and this is honestly like it's for you guys, but mainly it's for me. So I've been at like 4,000 subscribers for like the past year or so, and I want to grow to 10,000 at least, right? So what are some strategies that I could implement that maybe people at home as well could implement? I could get my channel to the next level.
Yeah. In regards to growing, get closer to the mic too.
Right. Yeah. Get close. Get close.
In regards to growing on YouTube, you just got to be mindful of the changes that are happening. So obviously, right now, YouTube is pushing out YouTube Shorts. So it's important that you're doing a lot of that too, while also having a nice balance of short form and long form. Something else is to utilize your community tab. A lot of people don't use it. It's kind of like Facebook. You're able to tag friends, post videos, even let people know about events that are coming up, whether it's online or in person. So that's a good thing. And then as well as collaborating with other creators, that will help you a lot too, especially since you're able to tag them like Facebook, where people are able to cross promote. So yeah.
Absolutely, and that's what we're doing here today with at Dr. Fashion. So we have someone that we're collaborating with, a friend of ours, and and then like for I guess to go more specific with my channel, like because I make movies and stuff like that. Like, what are some things that you think that I could make, some content that I could do that could help bring in some more subscribers, more viewers, more fans, more followers, and stuff like that?
Yeah. So I think the last time I checked, you have a couple movies that are on YouTube, right?
True. Yeah.
So what I would suggest that you do is chop them up into bits and pieces and serve them on the platter in bite-sized form. So what you can do is turn it into a YouTube short. And I see YouTube shorts as a sample on a platter at the mall. And then you taste it and you decide if you want the full size entree or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's the same thing with shorts, right? You want to serve people the bite-sized content, let them decide if they want to invest the full time in watching the full video. And this is really good for people who don't even know who you are too, right? Because nobody's going to sit for an hour plus long video when they don't even know who you are, regardless if it's a movie or not. So that would be a suggestion for you.
Okay, so then so for each movie, because like Cat Town is an hour long, so that's 60 minutes. So that's, I mean, technically it could be 60 shorts.
Honestly,
right?
100 plus, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, no, you're right. And then with Rideshare alone as well, there's a ton of different shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That can get people to go. So then like moving forward though, like especially with my Indiegogo, we got 3 new movies going on. What would you suggest, something like that? Like how would I approach creating content around that?
And getting people encouraged to help you support the next movie?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, you have a few options because you can promote the Indiegogo like in the actual content. But remember, you can also raise funds on YouTube. So you can actually do super chat, super stickers, super thanks. I'm not sure if you're using those things.
We are. Tommy in the building. What's up? Yeah, we got $60 the past couple days.
Oh, nice.
$60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would do more of it, and I would also suggest that you live stream more because people tend to stick around a lot longer when you're live streaming versus like an on-demand pre-recorded video.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, you just got to encourage people, like, while you're doing it, the mission and what they get when they support you.
Totally. And that's what we're doing here today, Tommy. So We're gonna be talking about with Brittany for a while, and then after that, Brittany's gonna go off and do her own thing for a little while, and then I'm gonna focus on the Indiegogo campaign. But between now and then, we're gonna be getting some really cool advice, some great gems from Brittany herself. So tell me about some of the things that, because you run a company that where you sign talent and stuff like that. What are some advice that you give to some creators that maybe they have some talent, maybe they have a few thousand subscribers? Uh, what type of advice are you giving them to take it to the next level?
I think the biggest piece of advice for creators is if you want this to be a full-time thing for you, you have to treat it like a business, not a hobby. So typically, like when we're working a
That
9 to
part.
5,
Yeah.
we have a schedule. We don't just wake up when we feel like it because we got to clock in for the job, right? It's the same thing for content creation. Like if you're going to have a social media presence, you need to show up like you have a brick and mortar. The brick and mortar won't make any money if you're not open.
Right.
So the same thing. And the creators that are showing up consistently are the ones that are reaping the benefits of, being active online. So yeah, that would be my biggest suggestion for a lot of people.
So show up, and then like, would you say, just like a brick and mortar place, you would say, hey, these are the hours that I'm online, 9 to 5, 9 to 10, whatever it is. Like you just tell everyone, hey, and then the next part, which is actually showing up for those hours and being there.
Yeah, like honestly, when it comes to this creator economy, I mean, in the beginning, it might be pretty tough, but after a while, you won't have to show up so much, right? Because we're showing up in the beginning so people know who we are. But after a while, you can kind of chill because you're putting in all the work now so you can chill later. So
Okay.
for me, I only put in about 4 hours a week.
4 hours a
But
week?
people see me every
What?
day, and it's because I worked hard in the beginning where I have all this
Oh.
content, and so I don't have to continue creating new videos all the time.
There's a big movie or big book that got a lot of attention back in the day. It's called The 4-Hour Work Week.
I heard about
You
that.
heard about that? Did you
Yeah,
read
I
that?
haven't read it yet. I
That's
haven't read it.
That's something that like that inherently bugs me.
Yeah.
So like that bugs me. It's like saying, oh yeah, work for 4 hours and then you're good to go, do whatever the hell you want, go party, go to the club. 6 hours, 6 days of the week, you're working for 4 hours a day. I mean, what is it though? But you said that, like, hey, you set it to the point where you can work for 4 hours
Yeah.
for the week. But I feel like that's a little bit different. Like you worked your way up into that point, not to like sell people this dream that they can just work for 4 hours and then set and forget they're going to be living this.
Yeah, I might have to read the book because I don't believe in especially if you don't have a team.
Right.
4 hours
right.
is just not going to cut it. And then it depends on what you do.
Mhm.
So I think as content creators, 4 hours might be suitable for a lot of people, but not all, because certain content do take a long time. But I would say that it just really depends on the actual content that we're pushing out, because 4 hours is just that's just not enough time.
Right. So okay. So let's go back to a little bit.
Mhm.
So with Brittany with 0 followers. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. Let's go way back. 0 followers, 0 fans. What was Brittany thinking about at the time? What did Brittany post? What did she do to get herself to where she is today?
Yeah, so I was actually on MySpace. Yay, MySpace!
Oh my gosh!
Tom in the
I
top
love
8.
Tom, what's up, Tom?
He might still be my top 8.
Top 1.
Yeah, I used MySpace like LinkedIn before there was a LinkedIn, right? So I would use it to connect with celebrities and pitch myself. And my first celebrity client was Kel Mitchell.
No way! Are you kidding me?
That was my first celebrity
What?
client.
That was your first?
My first.
What? Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was in high school, by the way. So I was messaging all these celebrities before midnight, and then I would just pitch them the idea, and I would embed my YouTube video in the pitch so they could see my body of work. So I was a dancer, and I was doing a little bit of fashion, but I was mostly focused on the hip hop dancing because I wanted to like choreograph for people. And so he was like, we were actually looking for someone to choreograph for my new artist. Would you be interested? I was like, hell yeah.
yeah, right.
So yeah, we got to work, and it was a good experience. But from there, I just realized the power of social media and I just kept uploading content, and then I was able to transfer that from MySpace to Facebook and YouTube, and then I started to grow from there.
So like, so when you're transitioning from going to from those platforms to back to YouTube and Facebook Masters, like, is there one that you're particularly like going all in towards, and then going like, this is the one that I'm focusing on, and then all the other apps can be branched out from there?
Yeah, it was YouTube. And the reason why is because at the time you can do way more on YouTube than Facebook. At the time on Facebook, you only could be on there if you had a college email. That's how far back I've been doing it. You know
Oh
what I
God,
mean?
yeah, that's
Yeah, you
right.
couldn't even
Yeah,
upload
06.
content.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Couldn't even upload video. Couldn't even do this. Oh my God, we're old.
We're not old.
We're
We're not
old.
old. We're not old. We're not old. We're just getting started,
We're just
baby.
getting
We're
started.
getting started.
I feel old. Like my little siblings can't relate. They're like, yeah, the Facebook we know you can always upload content, but
Yeah.
back then you needed a college email to even.
The one thing was like the one thing that did make me feel a little bit old was like, there was someone that said like, hey, I said to my niece like, hey, would you like to read you a bedtime story? And they're like Audible. I'm like, damn, like,
Oh my God,
that is not the same. That is
not
what
Audible.
right?
That's hilarious, but no. It was like that. So I was on YouTube, and then I saw the opportunity to monetize when they released their monetization program. I was like, okay, I can make money from what I'm doing for free already. So
Yeah.
it became a big thing.
So, but like going from that, like what you said, you got to treat it as a business versus a
Mhm.
hobby. Like, what made you go all in with that and treat it differently than just some hobby that you were having fun with?
Honestly, I think it was from my actual job. So I was going crazy with my job, like putting in extra work, but I was getting paid minimum wage. And when they gifted me, because I made so much money in the first week, they was like, "Hey, we got a gift for you." And I was like, "Ooh, I'm rubbing my palms together. Like I can't wait to see what they got. Ooh, bonus." It was a $5 gift card to Starbucks. And that really did hurt because I was putting in so much work and effort into this company,
It's
making
like,
them
here's a
lot.
black coffee.
Yeah.
Right,
I
here's
can't even
one
get that's all I can get.
Here's
You
a
can't even-
regular ass coffee you can get at Starbucks.
Yeah, and then that really did hurt. I went to the bathroom and I was just like, wow, like how am I putting in all this work for this job that this business I don't own. But I can't give myself the same courtesy, the energy, right? So that's when I shifted my mindset of how I was operating as a creator. And I'm like, what am I doing where I'm not able to make a full-time living from this? And I realized it was the time and effort that I was putting into content creation. I was just waking up, creating content when I felt like it. I wasn't doing like the proper research on the content I was creating. I was doing things that I wanted to show, but you also need to create things people are actually searching for. So
that part, that's a big thing. That is actually huge because
Yeah.
like a lot of creators are like, well, I just want to do whatever I want to do, and that is
Yeah.
big. Like that's something that I feel like 99% of first time creators make that mistake where they're not thinking about, oh wait, what are other people?
Yeah.
What's most of everyone
Yeah, it's
else?
like when you have a business, like you don't start the business just because you want to buy the product. It's because you want to make money and other people to enjoy the product too, Same
right.
thing.
Yeah. So then like what took you to that step, to that next level?
Yeah, so like I said, that business I was working for, the pay was trash, and I was just like, I need to change everything. So I went and bought a whiteboard on Amazon, and I asked myself, I was serious and I was dedicated. The whiteboard. I was like, how can I make $1 million? Because I was very determined. And so I put in the circle that I made, because I made a mind map strategy, and I put in the middle YouTube. And then I put over 5+ different streams of revenue that I could make from this one channel. And then the other thing I asked myself is, how do millionaires become millionaires? Because a lot of them do not have millions of followers on social media, but they made millions of dollars. So I was like, okay, I think I can do this without having 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So when I started to strategize, I had like a marketing plan behind everything I was doing. And that's when I was able to reach my goal in a short period of time. But it took work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you have a marketing goal, right? you say like, okay, this is my goal, this is my goal. But then like one thing is like setting it, and the next thing is actually doing it.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, so like what was that? What was that process like?
So yeah, I had pretty much plotted out everything, but of course, like during the pandemic, things shifted. But luckily, because I had a plan, if I made it so like if anything changed, then I can change with the plans. So it made it easier for me to make those changes. But I think everybody should have a business and marketing plan. And I know people think, oh, I don't really need one. I already know what I want to do. But honestly, you should, because this is also a good way for you to get money from investors. Like they're not going to give you $1 million if you have no plan. So
Right.
yeah, like, oh, can I have $1 million? Well, where's the plan? But yeah, so that's kind of how it started. And then once again, I kind of implemented and executed, and I saw results from what I planned out.
So okay, so like for me, someone that is like I get nervous planning. I get nervous. It's true. It's true. I
Really?
get like, yeah, I get like you think about it things too much, like, oh, I'm gonna plan this, I'm gonna do this, do that, do the other thing in 10 months, whatever. I don't know. Like I feel better just doing it, you know? Like what type of advice would you give someone that is adverse to planning and wants to just go all in, go all out and just make things happen?
That's wild. I think when it comes to that, you probably gonna need some assistant, right? And now we have everything in the palm of our hands. Like Chat GPT can give you that blueprint if you wanted to, if you feed it the proper information.
Yeah.
But you also have free business and marketing plan outlines on the SBA.gov website. So that's the actual government website.
They owe me $2,000 by the way.
Oh my God.
They do. They do. They're like, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
we're
you guys
gonna
owe me some
do that,
money.
you know.
But yeah, you can get your business and marketing plan for free on there. And that way you can start, filling in all the blanks. It'll help
Yeah.
you a lot.
So do you go to your local businesses? Because she's based out of Las Vegas, which is a great business town, like
Yeah.
Nevada. in
Vegas and
general.
LA.
Yeah, Vegas and LA, you know. So like, so do you like you use those resources and that helps you a lot?
Resources as in
Like SBA or like business like, you know, um, yeah, whatever resources you use. I don't know what you use.
I share the resources, but I don't use them. Because
Oh, really?
I already have plotted out the plan before I came across the resources that they have. I was like, oh, I did all that hard work when they had it here already,
Yo,
Yeah, so I already did it before I came across it.
So you're already.
Yeah, I'm like, now let me save the time for other people, right? They don't have to do what I did.
So what made you want to do that? Because like a lot of people are very like, hey, I'm very precious about how I earn my money. I don't want to tell you anyone, you know, like,
Yeah, a lot
what
of
is it?
people like
Yeah,
that.
a lot of people they are. Like, what is it about you that is like, hey, I want to show other people?
I've always been a very giving person, and I always feel like there's enough money out here for all of us. So by me sharing a few tips here and there is not going to hurt my pocket. If anything, it has helped my pocket by people willing to invest in me or just donate because I gave them so much. And usually that's one of the reasons why people are in my membership, even though they probably don't even need the resources that we share. They support what I've done for them, and they just like to support me in return.
That's cool. So
Yeah.
like, so you have these people in your resources, in your back pocket, like people that you're giving them your. I'm just being over.
In
just
my
being over the
back
top there.
pocket, yeah.
But like at the same time, like where do you go from here? So what is your plan? Because you have content homes. By the way, Brittany has a content home in Las Vegas, in Los Angeles, right? So
Yeah.
creators can go to this home, create content, have fun, whatever.
Yeah.
Brittany's the person to talk to about all that. What is your next step? You're in Vegas, you're in LA. What is the next step for Brittany?
So I definitely would like to expand the business in other states like New York, New Jersey, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Texas.
Hey.
I want to be in those areas. And the other thing is I'm learning to let go so I can expand the business because I'm so used to doing everything by myself, but it's hard to scale when you're trying to wear all these different hats.
Amen.
So
to
now
that.
I have
Yeah.
hired people to run the homes in the different states like LA and whatever, so that I could focus on other parts of my life. And plus I'm a student, so yeah, that's tough.
Right. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, so like from as a business owner, like knowing what to do, but trying to outsource yourself, like was that an issue going like because a lot of business owners are like, no one knows how to do it like
Yeah.
me. I know how to do it the best, blah blah blah. Right? Like how did you let go of that and then outsource that? And what would you say to other entrepreneurs that have that same type of mindset that might need to grow if they let go of that?
Yeah, I think we gotta learn to let go. And even if you're scared that somebody won't do the job right the first time, we move on and hire somebody else. That's the learning process as an
You just give up.
entrepreneur.
You're like, I someone else.
Yeah, like you
You
do a
do
trial. Like,
right,
you
right.
do a 30-day trial. If they can't do the job, we fire them and move on. It's that simple. And you don't really have to say that you're firing them. They did their trial. You just like, you're just not a great fit.
Yeah,
It's
true,
better than
true,
saying
true.
you're fired. But that's one step. But for me, I have trust issues, right?
Oh, okay.
Trust issues, and I'm scared like somebody might destroy something that I took so long to build. So I actually hired people that I've been knowing for over a decade. And I said, if I hire somebody, they have to be just as good as me or know more than me. And
Ooh,
that's how I was able to work with these people that has helped me really scale my business. Yeah.
that's cool. So then, like going from there, we don't have to go too deep, but like, where do those trust issues come from? Like, have you been burnt in the past with business? Have you
Mhm.
have you had people that promise the world and deliver nothing? I think.
No, I think it's because what I've seen from other entrepreneurs, but
Mm,
then also for myself, like my business, Creator Life is like my baby. Like this
right.
is the only business, one of the only businesses that I've started where I felt like it was going to change a lot of people's lives. And I'm just like, I can't just hire anybody because this is major for me. Like we've been able to change a lot of people's lives during the pandemic and till this day, obviously with the whole Amazon stuff, like it's
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we talked about last night was the Amazon influencer program, which I am part of.
I like that last comment there. $5 wouldn't even for a cup of coffee. Yeah, that's true. Like $5 for what they gave me at my job. I can't get a venti caramel frappuccino with that. It's so wrong.
well, for me, you can get the black coffee. I like the
Oh
black.
yeah.
I'm simple. I'm a simple man. The simple
I
plan,
don't go to
or like
yeah. I
Ben.
don't go to Starbucks for just black coffee.
But like, okay, so when you're coaching these people, what are some frustrations that you have that like some creators are like, yeah, so like I posted no videos, but like I'm really frustrated that I'm not making any money. Like what are some types of things that you run into?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I would love to hear
That's a good
personally.
question. So one of the things I get most commonly is when people say I don't have enough time, but then I see their stories and they're just like, just binge watch Stranger Things, and I'm just like, but you say you didn't have enough time, and that just makes me so mad. So I'm just like, we got to like really maximize our time that we do have because Stranger Thing is always there, right?
Right.
But this money is not. So,
Right.
like, if we got bills to play, we cannot be like watching Stranger Things all day. So I make sure that they have a content calendar so that they can kind of plot out days that they're going to dedicate to content creation. Yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is people feeling like they don't have enough money to do this. But I'm like, all you need is your phone. When I started off, I didn't even have a phone. I had a Fisher Price toy camera.
No,
It was
no,
plastic.
no one has those. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
You had one?
and I was able to monetize that way.
What?
Yeah.
With a Fisher
Price
Price
toy.
phone?
It was
No.
a toy camera and it was plastic and it wasn't even HD. Good times.
Wow. So you were so motivated, so determined
Yeah,
to
I
do that.
was. And I didn't have no tripod. So what I did was I stacked my college books on top of each other and just angled it the way I could. So when people tell me they don't have the tools and resources, I'm like, you gotta be shitting me because obviously you gotta use what you have, honestly.
Well, that's a big thing. What you just said right there is like people when they say I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, they're making uh Well, they're making excuses.
Yeah.
That's all that it is. Because like, and especially now today, you have no excuses. Like yeah, right. Like for me, when I started making short films, like I had a mini DV tape. You had to have a FireWire cable, to plug into the computer, right? So if you filmed 45 minutes worth of video,
Yeah.
you had to stop, plug in your camera, make sure everything's all right, press play, hit record on the thing, and wait 45 minutes. Everything that you recorded,
Yep.
and then at the end, stop. And then you have one 45-minute clip, even though you have probably, 10 to 50 different cuts within there. The cuts weren't there. They weren't there. You have to create the cuts yourself. And then a lot of times, I'm going off on a tangent, but that's okay. Like, because creators need to know how great they have it.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, you guys are spoiled.
But that's for me though. Like for us, like we
Yeah.
have that to our advantage.
Yeah.
Because we work through that. We power through those BS things, which we don't have to do anymore.
True.
It's like, you mean you can just like film something and then like put it up and it's there immediately? Like what? Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So yeah, like working through those things, like you have to really have that thick skin. And then people that say that, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the tools, I don't got the resources. Well, then they don't want it bad enough.
They do not. And I do these live streams where I share resources for people who may be low income. Like for example, if you go to airtalkwireless.com,
Mhm.
that's a website that you guys can check out, but they give you free iPhones and tablets. So I was able to get that when I was low income, and I shared that with people just so they know, like, I'm not BS and like this is real and it's backed by the government. So if you get certain health benefits or you get EBT or anything, there are free tablets out there that you can use to create content, free iPhones, free Androids, all that type of stuff.
Wow, guys, you poor people out there.
Oh my
heard it
god.
first. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But seriously though, like why not?
Yeah.
Take advantage of this. And like as we were talking earlier, if you're in California, a poor person is someone that's making less than six figures a year. So, like no shame in actually like taking up on those opportunities.
Yeah.
So okay, so then we have YouTube Shorts, which is a big thing. So if you were me,
Yeah.
what would you do to get to 10,000 subscribers? Shamelessly asking her right here, guys.
Yeah. So if I was you, I would do the first thing I told you is to chop up your long form into bite-sized pieces. I would also live stream.
What we're doing right now.
Yes. And do it more with other people because you be solo dolo most of the time.
I do.
Yeah.
Say it's just like right now, I'm not solo dolo.
You're
so
not.
right here.
But do it a different way. Because right now you're using a third-party service, right?
Mm-hmm.
But YouTube has their newest live feature that allows you to live stream with other people, only one at a time. But if they have a YouTube channel, it would notify all of their subscribers that they're live with you, very similar to Instagram. So you would have to use it through YouTube to do all that.
But that's mobile.
It is.
Yeah. That's only
But
mobile.
that's going to be a good thing because that's going to cross promote.
Yeah.
And they're going to do the work for you.
Yeah, right. That's true. Maybe that's what we should have done. Like,
next time.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience
Next
today.
time. Yeah, we'll do another one. One.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't actually seen that though of people posting.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen from YouTube like how to do it, but like I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I make sure people in my membership do it.
Oh, that's
yeah, I make sure they try out everything because you never really know what works for you until you try it out.
And that's the thing, like that's what's so frustrating. So it's like, why do we have to use a third-party app to go to YouTube? You know what I mean? It's like I just want to have guests. I want to have, the video to look nice, sound.
I feel you on that.
Right?
I feel you.
But YouTube doesn't really focus on that. But maybe that's gonna be
Yeah, I think you should do both because obviously you get to do more on here than on YouTube. But the other part of it is more people will actually get notified if you're using their tools natively through the app.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. And like they want that.
They
want
do.
Right.
And they're
right.
plotting.
Yeah, they're plotting. They're always plotting. They're always scheming. but like there is something right here that we can do.
Hmm.
Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let's check. See, it's like.
What are you trying to do?
I'll show you. I'll show you. If you guys are here, say hi. Don't be shy.
Yeah, and let us know if you can hear us very good.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. If you can't hear us good,
Yeah,
then
let us
turn
know.
up the volume.
Fix it on your end. We're
Yeah,
not gonna
fix
fix
it.
over
Fix
here.
that. Fix that.
Yeah, just and if you guys have any questions in regards to the topic, I would love just hitting 1K. You know what? What is your channel? I would love to check it out. All I need is 5 seconds to look at somebody's channel and let them know what they need to do.
Dude, Welty. Actually, let's do this. Let's do it one further. Let's add a guest.
Ooh,
Hey.
I am with it.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's
That's
copy a
fun.
link and then we can bring you on. My mouse is being so weird, so it's like all right, Welty. So he's at I think 700 last I looked.
Okay.
So Welty's he's not too far behind. He's already like doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, if he can't come on, then he can just give me his channel name, and then I'll be able to check it out. Let him know.
Yeah, I just sent it, so I think hopefully he can come on. Then we can talk about it. But I want to. Yeah, my mouse is being a little bit ornery. All right, here we go. Oh, nice. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my days.
Oh my days of on end. Someone's calling me. That's me.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah Bear. Sarah Bear.
Hey, darling. What are you doing?
I'm live streaming right now. How are you?
Great.
Are you getting silly?
No, I'm waving my hair.
That's really sad.
I know. I'm getting ready to go to pregame, so.
Oh, good, good, good.
Yeah. So tonight is our school's crab feed.
Oh, nice.
So I'm about to get crabby.
Yeah. Heck yeah, you should be.
But I'm having everybody over like beforehand.
Oh, you are? Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't think you've been here before.
Where's here?
It's off of California. It's like this huge. It's a huge ass house.
Is it your place or is it someplace that you're house sitting? Oh, nice. Okay.
But they said I could have people over.
Oh, nice. Okay. Dope.
It's not like we're gonna wreck the place. We're going to crap media.
No, we're gonna wreck the place.
Fine.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, nice. Okay, what time's the crab feed?
6.
All right. Well, there you go. Oh, he's driving. Okay. So, well, she can't. All right. Well, yeah. So, text me more details, and we will get back to you.
Okay. Well, do you want me to just hit you up when I get back? I don't want to get too silly, and you know how I get too silly. I might just eat and then leave.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I don't want to, give up my real identity.
Exactly. I've got my friend Brittany here. We're gonna do a live stream, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'll talk to you.
Okay. Talk soon. Okay. Bye.
So what is their channel name?
Okay. So their channel name is UUELT.
Oh, it's spelled the same way?
Yeah. Same way.
No, that's not it. T. Okay, I see it. All right, I put this a little bit closer. All righty, let's get through this. minutes. All I need is 2 minutes.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so when I go to your channel, I'm speaking from a consumer standpoint, not as a creator right now. I don't know what your channel is about. So I would suggest that you make it very clear, probably in your banner, what your channel is about. So when people come across your account, they know what they're getting before they watch your videos. You have in my personal opinion, you have a lot going on. Like you got the Amazon, the DoorDash stuff. You have just a lot of different things. And one thing about YouTube, when they don't know what type of category you're in, it's very hard for them to recommend your content to the appropriate audience. So I would suggest you kind of figure out what's your main focus on your channel. Like I see a Lil Wayne parody, like there's a lot of stuff going on here. The other thing is, let's go to your playlist here. So I would work on your playlists. You have titles for them, but they're not searchable. So YouTube playlists need to be SEO optimized if you want people to be finding them more often. Like you have one that's called gambling, like gambling at the casino, or what is it about? Flip hustle. Is this related to real estate or clothing or what? Right? So you want to be very detailed in your playlist. The other thing, I see you use your community tab, so that's good. And then let's go back here, go back home into your videos. Okay. Also, I will work on your description of your videos. Like you have like one sentence on one of them is your recent one. I would suggest you also using hashtags in your description. YouTube allows you to use like up to 60 hashtags. I wouldn't suggest 60. I would suggest 15. Anything after a certain amount is irrelevant. So definitely utilize hashtags that are searchable for your channel. And then the other thing is I will also look at your analytics, because I can't tell you exactly what your analytics are saying, but depending on how long you've been on YouTube, like let me give you a real life example, right? So every client that I work with, I give them a year or less to get monetized. If it took you more than a year to get monetized, it's because you don't know exactly what you should be doing, right?
Okay.
And so every single person I work with, they are all monetized. So you probably want to look at your analytics to see how YouTube is, one, recommending your content, how people are finding you through the keywords. And if they're not finding you, it's because your page is not optimized the right way for YouTube search. So that's my tip.
Wow. There you go. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Welty. Hopefully that helps. This girl will tell you the truth every single time.
Every single time.
Well, okay. Can you do that same thing with my channel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'll be fun. Let's go on it from my phone. Hey Ho Studios, yeah. Hey Ho Studios.
Well, he says great points on the playlist and hashtags. I'm really grateful you took the time to review that. I'm at just over a year, so I didn't hit your timeline. So he's just over a year, but he got like 700 within a year, which is not bad, right? Not bad. That's good.
Oh, the way you were looking at me. No, it's not bad. It also just
It's kinda
depends on
shitty,
how.
actually.
Oh
I'm
my-
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, it just depends on how much effort you've been putting into. From what I was seeing in the last 30 days, you've been consistent, but there may have been gaps where he probably didn't upload as much as a month before. So it just really depends, and that's why I say your analytics is going to be the greatest thing for you guys to see in regards to growth. How to get your first 10 subscribers, make videos. I think it's easier said than done.
Right.
Like you can make a whole lot of videos and not see 10K subs
easily.
I know some
Yeah.
people with like over 1,000 and barely like 1,000 subscribers. So yeah.
Yeah. You gotta have some strategy in place.
Indeed, especially if you want to see money.
That's right. She knows how to see money.
Okay, cool.
Exactly, Welty. Definitely harder than it seems. It might be. Definitely easier said than done. And anyone can say like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get 1 million subscribers next year." It's like it's easy to say that. Like, how easy was that to say just now? Super easy. But how hard is it to actually do? You know. So you have to put in the work. You got to put in the hours. You got to put in the time. Brittany's looking at my channel right now. I feel so nervous. I feel so scared. I feel
No,
so.
no need to be
No,
scared.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Okay, so kind of going back to what I said in the beginning, like chopping up your movies and turning it into a YouTube Shorts is going to make you for sure, like it's going to help you a lot.
Uh-huh.
The other thing is, I don't know, is this channel personal or business related? Because I'm seeing personal on here.
Oh,
I
okay.
just saw like you with your friend, with the cat. What's that?
That's Cat Time Story.
Is that part of the movie?
Yeah. that's the
Anything
movie.
here personal?
No, that's all Cat Town.
Okay, cool. So no personal, right?
No, personal for them. Yeah,
That's a movie.
that's promoting
The
Cat
movie.
Town. Yeah. That was at the
Okay.
Cat Time Story premiere.
Okay, cool. So as long
Yeah.
as it's related to the business, so
Okay.
everything is all business related, right? From what I'm
Yeah.
seeing, and also from what I'm seeing from your short feed, you don't have that many shorts
Right.
because like when I scroll, I'm already done,
Okay.
and shorts been out for like over 2 years now. So I would do more. I would definitely do more. The other thing is your titles are kind of lengthy.
Oh, okay.
So like on YouTube, if your titles are too long, especially on a mobile device, we can't see the entire title. So it'll go dot, 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 dot.
Right.
Like what you're seeing right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So this means that you should just keep it nice, short, and simple. And then also, are you looking at your analytics after you upload a video to see how it's performing?
Yeah.
What do you look at?
I look at bullshit because it's not performing well.
What is BS? What are you looking
Well, I
at?
mean, like I'll look at studio, I'll look at watch time, I'll look at like watch time goes up, but it'll views aren't very high.
So what do you do when you see watch time? Are you looking at audience retention?
Yeah.
What do you do when you see that they're dropping off at a certain point? What do you do differently to make it better for you?
Yeah, so it depends because like they have to figure out like with the certain point where audience drops off.
Mhm.
So then you look at that actual point where they did drop off. Why did they drop off, right? And then do something differently. But a lot of times, like they say like, oh, there's not enough data. Honestly, because like for me, there's not enough views, not enough data.
Yeah, for
so they'll
certain
say
things,
like,
yeah.
oh, well, not enough data, blah blah blah. So like I'll just see, okay, X amount of people saw this video,
Yeah.
and then and then go from there. But I know that I should like look at, hey, where did people drop off? Like,
Yeah.
where did people lose interest? And then
It'll help you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a tip for everybody, like on YouTube, when you see somebody said that you misspelled something.
Oh
So
wow.
thank you for catching that. if
Thanks for
that's
catching
true.
that.
So
If that's true.
if that's true, we both saw it before you. Maybe we're both blind, and
You're
I'm the one
right.
with the glasses
We
right
might be
now.
blind brats.
Just a tip for when people are starting to see a trend, when people are dropping off, you want to keep them there, right? You don't want them to drop off and go to somebody else's channel. So when you see them drop off, you go back into your video and you add in a YouTube card. A YouTube card is going to suggest that the user, the viewer, you're suggesting another video to them of yours because you want them to watch something else versus leaving your channel and going to somebody else. So that's how we use audience retention rates, is we're suggesting something else. It could be a video or a playlist or even a website. So you can add in
Right.
all three if you wanted to.
I just had a new comment. Great pitch. Love the jacket. I'm curious, why did you move to Sacramento from Hollywood? It's a great question. Wow. Well, I lived in Sacramento beforehand. Before Hollywood, I was born and raised. Went to Hollywood and then came back to Sacramento. My family's up here. I'm able to make movies up here. So I hope that answers your question. But yeah, let's look at the description.
Oh, you did spell it. Yeah. OIN. Sir, you had one job. Yeah, one
Like
job.
Brittany, you had one job.
You had
Brittany.
one job.
Brittany, you had one job, Brittany. You had zero.
One job.
Yeah, we'll have to. Correct it here. We'll correct it here in YouTube. Thank you, Welty. Thank you for having her back, making sure her name is spelled correctly. So, any other
Mhm.
names or any other questions for Dr. Fashion, please ask her. She will answer. She is a source and a wealth of knowledge. And while I correct this horrible one,
Yes.
see, so you see my insides. So
Your insides or insights.
insights.
Oh, like your insides.
My inside. The insides to my insides. I don't know why the. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, it's
It's
giving
like,
you problems.
yeah, so it's like I'm like trying to just move it. Just stay here. Come on.
Just a little.
Come on. Come on.
What if I try it? What if I have the magical
Try it.
touch?
You might. You might.
So where am I going?
Go to content.
Oh. Oh, I see I see.
Right? You got it. Okay, sweet. Okay, so live. Oh, here it is. All right, sweet. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
make
turn
sure
that
that's
on,
monetized.
right? Yeah. 'Cause we're not. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe you did that.
I'm very impressed
Shame.
that he caught that, considering that he's driving.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I know. Right? Yeah. Congrats, Welty. Thank you so much for. See if you did. There it is. Doctor.
Yay.
There it is. Boom. That's what I did. I mean, I typed it out and
There
I
you
clicked
go.
it. So who knows, guys? Who knows? We're back. We're back. We got it right.
Cool.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So okay, going back to what you're talking about for me. So obviously, post shorts for all the content that's there. Is it clear that it's a movie studio, or should I do more things that make it more clear in that regard?
To me, if I took away what I know about you, no.
Okay. So what should
I think you probably, when I go to your channel, like I see obviously that you make content that's related to film. And then obviously your name tells us, but I think like I wouldn't say it doesn't state that. I don't know. I just feel like some of the content should be catered towards like the main focus. Does that make sense or no?
No.
Okay. So what are like the main things that you want people to focus on this channel? The movies or the studio itself, or
Both movies and the studio.
in the studio? Are you talking about just the office?
No, the actual movies.
Business.
Yeah.
So then, when you do videos around the business, what do you talk about?
Really just talk about the movies.
Exactly. You're not talking about the business.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like you should transition or kind of shift topics in regards to the actual business itself. This could also be a great way for you to pitch people with your actual content. Like if you were looking for investors that just wanted to give without getting anything in return.
Right.
It's like, hey, here's the video that I created on YouTube that talks about the entire business versus me trying to write you a whole 10-page pitch.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do feel like you do talk about the movie quite often, but I don't know much about the business.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you lightly touch on the business, but it's not like everything. And I think with Amazon, this will help too in regards to you showing like what do you use to create the movies. Like that's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
like all the gear that you use or how somebody can get started that probably don't even have money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do we start off with our phones? Like, just to do a short skit or something, that will highlight more the business versus the movies.
So to kind of show people like what we're doing and then
and how they
How-
could just get started
how they
with
get started.
little to no budget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
because I think that will open up doors for you in regards to like your academy that you plan to do in the future.
Exactly. Yeah. Film school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
film school. Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. This is great stuff. We're getting some great stuff here, some great nuggets right here from Brittany
Yes.
herself. Yeah, and then like so you have, so where can people reach you, and then also like, so you have two different, or maybe you have more, two different like creator spaces where creators can.
I have a few more, but right now, some of them we turned into spaces for travel nurses and healthcare professionals. So we're actually looking for a new place in Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah. So when we get it, we will keep you guys all updated.
heck yeah. Okay, well,
Oh, thank you.
on the
Thank you.
YouTube success, Dr. Fashion with an I over the N. the O.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually have I have over 5 channels. 4 of them are faceless, and I do have 4 YouTube award plaques.
Okay, so why would, okay, congratulations by the
Thank
way.
you.
Is that- I can't just ignore that. I have 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so YouTube did they showed me some love on my Instagram if you guys want to check. You know, people make up stuff and I'm like, no, you're gonna check, right?
Yeah, you
YouTube-
check. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. YouTube said congratulations on your 4th award. So they know my faceless channel, but nobody else do, and neither do you. You're my friend.
Yeah, I don't even know what else he's talking
It's
about.
gonna be faceless forever.
Phone's about to die. Okay. Well, oh, awesome, Lisa. Well, we'll see you. We'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, you can charge your phone and then you can watch the rest of it, Lisa, and then learn something from Dr. Fashion. So, okay, so why would anyone want to start a faceless YouTube channel in 2020?
I mean, for many reasons. One, it allows me to monetize and do what I love without feeling like I'm doing too much in regards to who I am as a creator, right? So people know me for fashion and business and stuff, but I do a lot of different things and I love to do and learn different things, but I don't want to confuse YouTube algorithm and all these different platforms. And I don't want people trying to follow me on 10 different platforms on one platform. You know what I mean? So I have these channels and it allows me to create content. I don't have to get dressed, right? Because it's just my voice.
Sure.
Also, I'm able to hire people where I don't even have to show up at all, which I have done. So I have hired people from my previous 9 to 5 to do like voiceovers for me, and I'm the like mastermind behind the ideas. So you're able to, look, the amazing thing about social media is nobody's capping you on how many pages you can make when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Like on
sure.
YouTube, you probably just have the one YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
But you can make as many as you want.
Oh, wow.
And
damn.
if they're all monetized, honestly, you can make quite a bit of money. And so that's what we're doing right now. Yeah. Pretty fun. So I got a history channel. I got one that covers like not celebrity gossip, but influencer gossip. And that's like one of a good channel. And the way I do that is my little sisters, they're into like following influencers, but I'm not, right? Total opposite. But they send me stuff from TikTok, like, oh, this is trending right now. You need to do this on YouTube. And that's what we end up doing. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you pull the pool. And that's the thing. Someone that's like older, maybe out of the game, maybe
Out of the loop,
doesn't give
for
a
sure.
shit about TikTokers that are 17 years old. So dated, so
Yeah, like, oh,
yeah, who cares? But when you have that, is that opportunity to capitalize on that.
Yeah, and
where-
I do it in a different way because usually when we talk about like celebrity or influencer gossip, people are kind of like nasty about it. But I like to highlight things in a positive light to make people react a different way. So if I'm talking about somebody who maybe like stopped talking to their mom 10 years ago, then I highlight the positive things around like what they should do and what I would have done. And then also I do my call to action to get people engaged in the conversation.
Wow. So okay, so then like when your niece like says, "Hey, you need to talk about this topic," like what are the next steps from there?
So usually they'll send me the video from TikTok and then I create my own short clip around it by using photos and videos and just kind of putting it together. And then I put my voice over it to kind of give a storyline.
So is that via Premiere, Rush, or is this all?
Oh,
through-
Rush.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rush. Okay.
Yep.
So then you do that, and then you just like post it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So like for timing in YouTube, like are you like time is of the essence? Like, hey, this has got to go up right away. Like we can't
Yeah,
wait
when
2
it's
days.
that type of stuff, it does need to be on time because after
Yeah.
a while, nobody's even talking about it. It's like, girl, you're late. It's like over a
Yeah,
month
girl,
later,
what?
and we're not even talking about that. Like that person done moved on to something else. So you actually have to be on time when it comes to newsworthy things.
But that's just one of your channels.
Yeah, that's just one. The other stuff I don't need to necessarily be on trend. It's like you could just do whatever. It's evergreen.
Would you like typically want like what is the difference between like a channel that wants to be on trend versus someone that wants to be evergreen?
I honestly think it's important that you do both, right? So on the trendy page, I do have topics that are evergreen. And the reason why you want to do both is because trends can also get more visibility on your channel because it's what
Mhm.
people are searching up for. But evergreen is things that people will always be searching for, and it doesn't have a timeline of when it will start to dip off for you. And I learned that early on in my YouTube career when I was starting to see like a huge dip in my content because I kept making trending things that were seasonal. So I was
Oh.
blowing up fast, but I was trying to figure out why nobody was watching me after the season was over. And it was because it was seasonal content. So they wouldn't watch until the following year for certain things. Like if I did something around Halloween, well, Christmas time, nobody's gonna be looking for Halloween content. So yeah, that's the stuff that I learned years ago.
Yeah, but that's like when in let's like pick and choose because something like my movie Rideshare,
Yeah.
where like every single Halloween or like October season, it gets more views, it gets more spikes.
I
more people
bet,
watch it.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but there's some power to that, right? So if you say like you make a Valentine's movie, obviously, after Valentine's Day, your birthday, happy birthday, almost.
you.
Hey, her birthday's coming up on Valentine's Day,
Yep.
which is a great birthday,
It
by the
is.
way, right? That's awesome. But yeah, but like that is the thing that it's like the positive and negative where you're not necessarily gonna watch it all year round. Like, wait, why are you watching Valentine's Day? It's like almost Halloween, like
See,
like
that's the problem. You're thinking that way, but you should be thinking the total opposite. Because when it comes to films, of course, there's some movies that we'll watch during certain season, but I don't see your movie as a Halloween movie. It's
yeah,
something that a couple can watch together, but if it's the delivery of how you talk about the movie, like getting together with your significant other to watch Rideshare on Valentine's Day versus just trying to promote it during like Halloween season.
true, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean that's like two in the same. Where it's like people are more likely to watch a scary movie in Halloween, but at the same time, you want it to be evergreen in the sense where you can watch it any time during the year. But also like there is a power too. Even if it is a Valentine's Day movie and you make it, it's really good. And everyone watches it in February up until Valentine's Day, and then no one watches it the rest of the year. Thing is, every single year it's gonna spike up
Yeah.
every single year, and like that's something that is honestly like that is something to be said like for a movie because you can't just say okay, well, something that is like Napoleon Dynamite, for example, which is a classic film, super funny, you can watch any day of the year, it's super hilarious, but there's no like season for Napoleon Dynamite. You know what I mean? Like there's no like, oh, July 2nd we have to watch Napoleon.
Yeah, but it's like also the genre of it.
Right, it's the
Yeah.
genre, but like I don't know. It goes back and forth, so it works with it and then works against it. But I mean, if there's something that's like super specific, yeah, okay, you're only gonna get that window of people that are gonna watch it. But yeah. So when it comes to evergreen content on YouTube,
Yeah.
what are you typically looking for, and is it something that you have to like per se, or are you looking at what's trending and what people are watching, or
Yeah, so there's a few tools that you can use to do your research when it comes to content. One that I really love is called Google Trends because you can see what people were searching for in the last 5 days, the last 5 weeks, and the last 5 years. And if you start to put everything all together based off your industry, you'll start to see a trend like, oh, it'll kind of give you an idea of what will trend a year ahead, honestly.
Oh,
And that's why I'm so ahead of the game when it comes to a lot of the content because I've created this stuff last year and I already created my content for Christmas.
what?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Google Trends is game changing and it's free.
Man. Okay,
So,
wow.
I like free stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
She's smart.
Yeah, so Google Trends and then also YouTube, because YouTube is the second largest search engine, and it will tell you it has a research tab. Have you ever used it?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really great. The research tab and just using YouTube in general to kind of like auto fill a lot of your ideas. It'll do that for you. And then lastly, Answer the Public. So I'm not sure if you guys ever checked that website out, but answerthepublic.com. You could just put in a keyword that's related to your niche, and it will give you a cluster of ideas. And
Really?
yeah.
Let's do that right now. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
go
This
ahead.
is fun. This is fun. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Answer the blah blah.
Public.com. Yes. All right, let's go. Topic, brand, or product. Okay.
All right, so you gotta share your screen, right?
Yeah. Hold on. This mouse is being very unruly.
It's disrespectful.
It is.
So many
honestly,
levels.
yeah. It's like, come on now. It's like, come on. Okay. That's right. Welty here. I'm glad you're getting some knowledge here. I'm glad you guys are getting something out of this today. I focused my channel, even though I'm doing my Indiegogo campaign. I want you guys to learn some things and have a good time. All right, this one. All right.
All right, all right, all right.
All right, all right. Okay,
All
so we're
right.
here now. So
On
we're
Answer
at
the Public.
answerthepublic.com.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So for my movie company,
Yeah.
I make movies.
Yep.
What should I ask them to say right now, topic wise?
So like they put there, they suggest that you use 1 or 2 words for best results.
Okay.
So you could put movie trends or yeah, let's do movie trends.
Let's do movie trends.
Let's see what
there we
it's
go. Boom.
just
Gathering
to see
data.
what it'll give you.
Yeah, who knows? Unlock 3 searches. Wow, you can search 3 times per day. Wow.
Yeah, this website look a little different than last because I know so many people been using it. You know how it is when something's free for so long.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh hell no. You guys
Yeah, they
gotta-
used to give you way more stuff, but it's still free. So
All right, so question. Oh wow, this is crazy. What are the most movie premieres? What movies trending now? Movie trends. So what are we looking at?
So they categorize things by who, which, will, can, and why, right? Who is the question, things that people are actually asking the search engine. And if you look at the data that they're giving you, you can turn that into videos, especially if you're knowledgeable in it, right? But if you're not, you can actually copy and paste these questions and things that they're saying, put it in Google, and then you'll get tons of data from that. And then that way you can kind of formulate a video around what Google is giving you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's say you don't know what's trending right now, right? But
Yeah,
obviously
right.
you kind
I
of do.
do,
This is your
yeah,
industry.
yeah.
But some people are new to it, but they want to cover the topic. Well, Google will tell you, right? Because you can use either Google Trends or just Google itself and search all the articles and blogs and content.
Wow. So like.
And you got more. So if you scroll down,
Right.
you should be able to see more stuff at the bottom. You might be able to use your mouse too. I mean, not your mouse. This arrow.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There's some more. Here we go. Movie themes for Android. Movie themes for Brass Quintet. That's what I want to know. Then let's find this out. What is the most trending movie right now? Movie trends. Okay. Interesting.
Movie trends in the 1950s, like that is things that people are actually actively putting into the search engine and not just on Google. Google is just one search engine, but we also have Bing and all the other stuff people forget about.
Yeah. Does anyone use Bing?
Yeah,
Like,
they do actually.
do they really?
Yeah,
Okay.
YouTube. I find that my videos are found on Bing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, when you deep dive into YouTube analytics, Yeah, I was like, oh, bean.
You really like
Ooh,
being.
and it can't swim.
I can't swim, but I took a deep dive. I needed to snorkel.
Why are you so far back?
I know this is my chair. My chair. I can't. As soon as I lean back, I'm like.
I can't.
Welcome to Hey Hey Studios, Doctor. I love how he says Doctor. Doctor, are you spending anything to promote your 5 channels? Should I be buying ads somewhere?
Yeah, I actually never ran any ads for my channel. I have not, but what I have done is I boosted a post on Facebook that was related to the content on YouTube. And it only cost me like $5-10 to boost it to reach another 10,000 plus people. So I thought that I saw results from that. So that's the only thing I ever spent money on. And honestly, it wasn't my money. It was Facebook money. So they gave me $5 credit and I was just like, oh, okay.
So basically what you're saying is like if you're offered credit, definitely use it.
Yeah.
You know.
Or use your own money, but
Yeah.
I find
$5.
that Facebook ads are a little bit more like you see a great return on your money versus like YouTube ads. Because if you're doing YouTube ads just to grow your channel, it's probably not going to work in your favor unless you have a product or service. So usually you'll find not creators promoting their channel, but creators promoting a product. You know, like, hey guys, I can teach you how to become a millionaire in 5 days. Like
in 5 days, no work, no hassle, no nothing. Right.
Exactly. Those videos actually do really well on YouTube.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything that's selling.
Right. Yeah. But we're selling some real things and some real knowledge
Yeah.
and you know some things that people can actually take to the bank. They could take to their own careers and everything. So we're looking at these movie trends. And so so to use a tool like this, so we'll bring back this tool in this stream. So to use this
And also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but it did tell you the cost per click. So if you were to do any ads on Google, then that would kind of give you an estimate of how much it would cost in the circle and stuff.
Oh wow, okay. Oh yeah, $1.49 movie trends
For certain keywords, yeah. Yeah. And
yeah.
there's another website I like to use. It's called AnswerSocrates.com. I am curious to see what it will give you based off movie trends. So Socrates, like the philosopher.
Who's that?
People don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Socrates.
if you don't know who he is, he's a philosopher.
Is the first one. If you don't know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah. So I guess here you could probably put movie trends in the topic just to see if it'll give you anything similar or different.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that. Are movie trailers effective?
Oh wow. Okay, let's go. Okay, so then from there.
So these are questions people are actually asking.
Oh wow.
And what I love about it is it allows you to download a CSV, so you don't have to copy and paste all this. They've created a file for you, and it's free to, have in the palm of your hands on your mobile device.
That's legit.
Yeah. I actually like that question.
Yeah, no, that is like, are they effective? Because I feel like they are, but then they also aren't.
Same.
Right. So it's like if a movie's showing me too much, it's ineffective.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, but like, because I'll be on board with this movie, but then they show too much. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm not even excited to see it anymore.
Right, but
I'm gonna watch it still.
Yeah,
but you're probably not gonna see it in the theater. I'll wait till release at home.
So like, I mean, the whole thing, like with the movie trailers, to get people's asses in theaters to watch the movie.
Yeah, because I remember at least back in the 90s and stuff, or in the early 2000s, like the trailers left something to the imagination. Like, oh man, I can't wait to see this. I can't, like, it was just teasing you, right?
Right.
But now I feel like they give the beginning, middle, and end, and I'm like, you just gave me the entire movie.
Totally. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw Missing, by the way. And the trailer showed everything. And I left a comment under the trailer when they released it, and I said, "This showed too much." People were like, "You never know, it might be different." Well, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So,
thank you.
It was good, but it wasn't different than what I saw in the trailer. They showed the entire movie.
Like when I watched Megan with my mom, we saw the trailer for Missing, and like, oh, she's like, oh yeah, that looks good. And like, oh yeah, that showed too much. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and it was the same thing. It was like, wow, you should. I mean, it was really intriguing. Then they show way too much.
They
It's like,
did.
well, I could watch it if I want to, or I could just not. I mean, I kind of know what's going on. So that, I mean, that's a valid question. To say,
Yeah.
like, are they effective?
I think that would be a good topic for you to do for your YouTube,
Okay.
honestly.
Okay.
And then show your own trailers, like a
Right.
video inside of a video.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So like, because my trailers are like a minute, like
Okay.
1 minute, minute and a half max.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to show too much because I know I'm going opposite. Like a lot of theaters are like 3-minute long trailers, 4 minute. Like, dude, in 4 minutes you can show a lot.
A
In
lot.
4 minutes? You kidding me? And like for me, like you keep it, mysterious and within a minute,
Mhm.
minute and a half. Like you show a little bit, but you don't show too much. But like I feel like they miss the mark every single time. Like a lot of these big budget movies, like they're
All the
they're
time.
all the freaking time.
Very disappointed. They need to watch our video.
They should be watching right now. Hit that like button,
Yes.
hit that subscribe button right now. Universal Pictures missing whoever put out missing. You guys are missing the point.
Should movie theaters be banned? That's a good one.
Oh,
Because a lot of people tell me who still
goodness.
go to the movies. Well, me, but
You're
like-
right. Yeah, you're banned.
yeah, and people are like it should be banned or they just should close it down. But for me, it's not the same feeling like going out versus being at home. I get
Yeah.
to smell the buttery popcorn that only you get that smell in the movie theaters. And also you're not in the house. It's a different environment. And the sound effects, all that stuff. It's just an experience that I cannot get at home, honestly.
Because people say like, oh, well, I got the popcorn at home.
Yeah, I'm
I have the
like,
big
no,
screen. I got the
it's not
sound
the
system.
same.
Is it the same?
It's like you can go clubbing at home. No, it's not the same.
Right, yeah.
We did that, right? We had the
Yeah, we
lights
did.
on.
Yeah, we
It's
did
not
do
the
that.
same
Which,
experience.
I mean, it was probably better than the club. But like, no, but honestly though, it is not the same. And like, you want to go to a theater, and then people say like, yeah, I had a friend that's saying, oh yeah, movie theaters dying. They're dead. They're already dead.
yeah,
They're dying. They suck. Everything sucks. I'm like, whoa, like people want to go to a movie theater, and then like you want to experience it with friends,
yeah.
with a date,
Yep.
whatever it is. Like,
Recline your seat.
yeah, recline your seat. It's like, okay, they're like, well, I can recline my seat like at home. Yeah, you can, but do you have a huge screen? Do you have a huge theater like with big booming
Surround
sound? You really
sound.
don't. Honestly, no one does.
Yeah.
And even if they do have great sound, like it doesn't compare. Like even if you have a big screen, like as big as your wall
Exactly.
and big sound, it's not the same experience.
I don't think so.
Right.
No.
So no is the answer to the question. Movie theaters
Yeah.
are not dying, and if some of them do, it's because of their own fault with trying to do too much.
True.
It's like a lot of people are a
Very
lot of
true.
yeah.
I just realized like this kind of goes with the outfit.
It right.
I'm just
See that?
saying.
Look at this. It really does, and it kind of goes with the mouse pad
Oh
too.
wow.
Oh my
You
God.
knew.
I knew. You knew.
Hi.
You knew, actually.
It's like, let me put the decor.
Oh my gosh, Alonzo, what's up, Zoe Daddy? We got Zoe Daddy in the house. So
Little Alonzo.
Alonzo. So my friend Zoe is from my same high school. We graduated together.
Oh wow.
He runs a preschool up in Nevada. Yeah, and him and his
Close
wife run a preschool. They have 2 kids, 8 and 11. They
Mhm.
run a preschool. Like they're doing really well.
That's awesome.
He's an awesome man. So what up, Zoe? I was talking to him about the Indiegogo campaign. He was rooting me on. So
That's really cool.
yeah,
stuff.
he's a great guy. He's an awesome guy. Super talented, very smart guy that has been very supportive of me and the channel, So,
Yes.
yes, we got G-Wall in the building. G-Wall says, "Are you remains tired?" What does that even mean, Grant? What does that even mean?
I guess I'm the real life tiger.
Yeah, tiger in.
Got the outfit on. But yeah, honestly, kind of going back to what we just did, like we just gave you guys a real life example of how you can pull content ideas. And if you kind of put everything that we just talked about, Google Trends, YouTube search, Answer Socrates, and Answer the Public, that's over a year worth of content ideas. And this is from things that people are actively searching for.
So you said that you already have your content laid out till Christmas.
Till Christmas.
This year.
Yeah.
So, and are those videos that you already shot, edited, like scheduled out? And
Yeah.
everything? Wow. So tell me about your process. So like, how many days were you filming? How many days were you editing? And then when did you schedule it out?
So the Christmas content I made it in October of 2021.
What?
Yeah, I made it in October.
Christmas 2023 content.
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
I created it around that time, but I edited the video last year.
Okay.
And the reason why I was confident in creating it is because I did the proper research. And usually, from what I'm seeing on Google Trends, it's showing me things that people are constantly looking for in my industry, but it's the same thing. Like we see the same trends happen all the time for our industry, but you would never know unless you did the proper research. And then as far as evergreen, that's all up to me as to what I want to showcase based off using the tools I just shared, right? So I kind of put it all together and created a strategy and marketing plan, and I'm really excited because like it's working. I've seen an increase in my YouTube income, increase on social media as far as growth, and I'm excited.
Well, it's something that that didn't really answer a lot of my questions, but like you still had to shoot it, you still had to edit it, you still had to upload it.
Yeah.
Stuff, right?
So the process was me filming it. I have dedicated weekends to where I wake up like a 9 to 5.
Mhm.
So I'm working from 9 to 5. I don't go over.
Oh, you don't go over.
I don't
okay.
go
So you're
over.
like
9 to 5. If I know what I'm going to create, I can knock out over 5-10 videos.
Nice.
And then I have a day of doing long form and shorts. Shorts, if I'm working 9 to 5 and I know what I'm going to create and I have bullet points, I can knock off like over 50 videos.
Whoa.
Yeah.
50 shorts.
Yeah,
Whoa.
because remember, shorts is exactly what it sounds like. It's short.
Right.
So it can be 5 seconds or 50 seconds. So I can do those really quick. But if you don't know what you're going to do before you press record, you're going to be there like, yeah, so that's the process, right? I know what I'm going to film before I press record, and I do have bullet point notes. So it's just little bullet points. Some people use like a projector or whatever. I don't do that. I just kind of have it in front of me, but you can't see it on camera. And then I could just do my thing. And then also I have a day where I just edit because I really don't like to edit anymore.
Okay,
I used to.
Yeah.
So I do a little bit of it, and then I've actually recently got somebody else to edit my video. They're able to mimic the exact way that I edit. So I'm like, oh my God.
You made a carbon copy. You cloned yourself.
Yeah. Took me a long time though to find somebody to edit sewing videos that don't understand sewing.
Oh,
that's different.
Yeah. Right.
So they were able to look at my stuff, and they say, I think I got it. Can you just give me a chance? You don't have to pay for it, you know?
Hey,
that's $3.99.
Yeah.
So they did that in my shorts. Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like it's like what Brittany does is like she gives people a chance, and then it's like give someone a chance, someone that. And if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, where like you want to get into editing, you want to help a creator, you like your creator, whatever,
right?
Give them like, hey, give them like make the pot so sweet they can't say no. Like, hey, I'm gonna make this video for you. You don't have to pay me no matter what. If you hate it, whatever, throw it away. But if you like it, cool, maybe we can work together. That's an amazing, like that way, that method. And then if they're good, and say, oh yes, you are good. Next time you get, a little bit, maybe for next video and next video.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that's how you build your team. Because like honestly, a lot of people, and that's the biggest thing that I learned in the past year is that like I can't, if it's just me, like I can do everything. I can do, but like even just, one person can only do so many things.
Yes, very true.
Yeah. And so like, you have to be able to outsource, you have to be able to let go. You have to be able to say, hey, okay, even if you're a rock star editor, I'm a rock star editor, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, I can hire someone that's maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, like, hey, you know what? The content gets out sooner rather than way later, rather than like the momentum's gone.
Yep.
So you have to pick and choose your battles and make sure that like content is getting out. You're actually on top of the game, and then not worried about like saying, oh my God, they can't do it the way that I do it.
It's a learning experience. And I think you don't know what to look for until you actually move forward and hire somebody. Because once I hired somebody to edit my videos, then I started to see things that I want the next person to do and make note of it. So now I have like an outline. So everybody gets this virtual like ebook that has videos embedded, kind of like it's like an interactive ebook. So I don't have to keep explaining myself to people, right? They look at the ebook. It's the entire guide of how I need my videos done. And that's why I'm able to hire people for different social channels. And I don't have to be there for the meeting to tell you them, do this, do that. It's all in the ebook.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then anything further, obviously they can reach out to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like you're not having to repeat yourself
At
several
all.
times.
The book does it for me.
Yeah. That's things like leveraging yourself, leveraging your time. You know, time is money. Time is of the essence.
It is.
And also like frustration, right? Because like as an entrepreneur, if you're frustrated, if you're like explaining 20 things 20 times the same, you know,
Mhm.
like you're not able to keep going, you're not able to move forward, you know, because it's a mental game. Like what you said, you deal with a lot of creators, you end up being like Dr. Phil or or Oprah, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's
No,
like,
seriously though.
yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like a lot of creators, they need that help. Like a lot of business owners, they have that. They have what it takes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like in the back of their head, they're like, "Oh no, I'm not fit." You know, they have those mental
Very
blocks.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. So like getting past those, like you said, sometimes you have some trust issues. Like, how do you get past those things? Because obviously, your business can't grow if you just had trust issues and you say like, "Well, I can't hire anyone because I'm the only person that can do it. I can't post anything because you know if it becomes detrimental to your business, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was financially.
yeah. So then like, how did you get past that? How did you break past that?
I mean, the only thing I just told myself is if I wanted to see X amount of dollars by tomorrow, I was going to have to hire somebody. There was no like and ifs or but at that point, because what I started to see was my income dropping because I was trying to do everything. And my mom was like, "Why don't you just hire somebody?" I was like, "Why? I could just have more money for myself because I can do that, you know." And I
Right.
just put on a different hat, like I can do that. I can do that. Looking stupid. But eventually I was like, I can't do that because I can't be in 10 different places at the same time. So then that's when I was like, yeah, it's about time I hire somebody, even if I felt like I didn't really have the money. But it's like you make more money when you do hire people, honestly, because that gives you more time to focus on other parts of your business.
Like that's like probably the like everything that is encompassing of an entrepreneur. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people that don't want to grow to the next level. They want to,
Yeah.
but they don't want to let go. They're like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
tough.
hard. Yeah.
It's tough. You'll see how tough it is when your money start dropping.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
it don't grow. That's
Right.
the other thing too.
And then not only that, like your time. Like now
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like, okay, your money's not growing. Then you don't have time.
You
And
don't
then you have
have
to do
time.
20 different things.
Yeah.
And it's all you. So like, you know, for you it was more of a force of need, necessity over like something that you like maybe you were thinking about for a while, but you had to like literally make this decision to grow
Yeah.
or stay where you're at and you know struggle and you know right and like try to do too much, spread yourself too thin.
Too thin. Yeah, it was bad.
You know, a lot of like who I talked to 2 days ago, Jason Horton, who's a really great guy, you know, and he said he didn't want to hire another editor because he feel like he couldn't afford someone that is at the caliber of editing as he is.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Which is true. It makes sense. I mean, he's been editing for 30 years. He's
Yeah.
a great editor. He's been, you know, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, now there's editing services. And I actually taught him.
They got
about
AI
some-
services.
Yeah,
that
you got
do it.
AI
Yeah.
services, but not only that though, like you could pay a service for $600 a month to cut.
You were telling me about that.
And I recommend this to anyone. Like
Yeah.
Busugu, Busugu. It's not really the catchy title, but like
Yeah.
$500 a month or $600 a month, like they will edit whatever you need, whatever you want. Like and
Amazing.
yes, it's incredible. And so and then I told him, I'm like, hey, look, if you're a great editor, like they can make a solid basis, solid foundation, which will cut off 3/4 of the time that
That's
you need to
major.
do. You know, it's
Yeah.
like part of it is like lining up the clips, making sure, you know, looking through the cuts, blah, 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 and then lining them up. And then like the rest of it is just finessing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, all that you said and what I said is so vital for a lot of entrepreneurs, but Right now, I still do edit most of my long form. You know, as entrepreneurs, especially when we've been doing things so long, there's probably a little something like, oh, that's just not quite right. Just need to
Right.
fix it.
Yeah.
So I just have them do the short form content for me, and then I focus on the long form. But now that I hire people, I have time to do the long form, and I'm not like stressing over it. You know, it's fun. Again. It's fun again.
Yeah, right. It is fun again because that's the thing. It's like you did it initially.
Yeah,
because it's fun.
it was fun.
It's super fun.
And it got not fun.
Yeah, right. And when it becomes a chore, when it becomes overbearing, when it becomes something that like you're dreading to do,
Yeah.
that's when you have to like take a step back to like, okay, what can I do to help make this not as miserable anymore? You know, make this more fun and bring it back to that.
Yep.
You know, like I always think about like I never thought twice about editing. I was like, oh my God, I love this. As soon as I choose, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see it. Da, 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 da. And now I was like, oh my God, okay. So now I just added another thing. All this other
Everything
things that needs to be
else, yep.
edited. You know, so then I'm like, wait a second. I have to reframe my whole thoughts behind this because there's people that can do this and they can edit it with a fresh set of eyes, a fresh mind. And that helps everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can all do so much. And people don't realize how much time, effort, and energy it takes to edit a damn video. Even just a video.
It's
even
a
like,
process. It is a process.
it is a process. It is a process. So yeah, I feel like we covered a lot of things. Like
We did.
yeah.
Gave major nuggets there.
Huge nuggets. Give a slap on the like button right now. Slap a like on this video. Guys, subscribe to Dr. Fashion right here. It is spelled correctly in the description below now. So yeah, she gave a lot of great, awesome nuggets. She's going to be here for a couple more days. So if there's any other questions you guys have in the comments below, we'll make sure to answer them for you and to make your dreams in 2023 come true. But yeah, other than that, anything else we need to touch upon?
I think that's it for the most part. I'm excited about YouTube Shorts right now. So, you know, kind of going back to the topic of growing to 10K, YouTube Shorts is what it is. If you're in the YPP program, we'll be able to monetize through ads in a different way than before. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. Like I used to be super against shorts. 'cause
Me
I'm
too.
like, yeah, right. Like it's stupid. It's so
Like,
dumb.
another
but-
TikTok. Ah.
Right. Yeah. But people like there's been research talking about Sean Cannell and his channel. Like they made more subscribers via a short that had like 100,000 views or something like that versus
The long
YouTube
form.
video that had 2 million. views.
Yes, it's a different game for sure. I think the other thing I like, just my last thought is with the YouTube Shorts. So YPP is the YouTube partner program. So if you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within a year, you could be able to monetize and be in the program, or 1,000 subscribers and 10 million video views in the last 90 days is another option to be a part of it. But kind of going back into the YouTube Shorts, I love the remix feature because it allows you to remix content that's already on the channel, and then you could take a part of it and then turn it into a short without having to redo a whole new video. And it'll lead people to the long form without you necessarily telling them. So I love that. So that's a tip for everybody.
That's a tip, guys. That's
Yeah.
a tip. I hope you guys got a lot of great tips from here. I want to get Heyo Studios to 10K subscribers.
Yeah, you
That'd
can
be
get
amazing.
there.
Thank you.
That'd be a little bit more strategic now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm
All the
terrible at strategy,
tools.
but we got people like Brittany here to help me strategize.
Yes.
But it all comes back to her because she's awesome and she's amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. So guys, slap a like on this video. If you didn't already, subscribe to Heyo Studios and then subscribe to Dr. Fashion. She gives some gems, some tips, some awesome insights for creators like you and like me.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you guys. We are going to reset in a little bit. So thanks again. And we will see you soon. Next tip, we're going to talk about Indiegogo. We're going to get the Indiegogo. Keep going. We hit the first goal, and we will, as soon as I can find this end stream on my this mouse, you guys. I'm
You
telling
want me
you.
to try?
Yeah, try. We got the magic of Dr. Fresh.
Yeah. No, probably not. But
See,
it'd
it's
be
harder than it
disappearing,
looks.
and
Like,
then
I know. I don't know what's going
one little hand.
on.
We can make it.
Come on.
Yeah. Let me see if I try the table. The table worked way
Oh,
better.
the table worked way better.
Oh, sorry, Andy.
There it is. Yep.